Game 4 here on day 3. With the open women's portion of the competition, the Australian Defence Force coming off an impressive 12-0 win over the Northern Territory. Let's look at that New South Wales country side. Shannon Rose, the fullback. Georgia Holden and Crystal Lee Smith, the wingers. Jessica Gentle and Caitlin Shoulders in the centres. Olivia Glanville and Brooke Carter, the halves. Ashley Bills, Sian Filippo and Ella Bateau in the front row. Josie Strong, Macy Carlisle and Melanie Watherson completing the starting side. Tamika Bull, Caitlin Andrews, Teresa Wilhelmus, Terry Lee Van Wyk, Sarah Dimmick, Alicia Wright and Katrina Latu completing the New South Wales country side today. They are 3 from 3 in the tournament, and the equation for them, they beat the ADF in this one. They will secure a spot in the final. The First Nations Gems will not be able to jump them. They take on New South Wales country in our final game, the one that follows this one. And if New South Wales country win both over the ADF and the First Nations Gems, well, they will secure a top spot ahead of Western Australia, and that will be who they play in the final. So a bit to shake out. They just need to win this one to lock up a place in the final. That'll be all that's on their minds for now. Whereas the ADF, they will be riding high after that win over the Northern Territory. They want to try and cause an upset. It's Wilson. Carry from her. New South Wales country have been pretty comprehensive so far in the tournament. 18-0 winners over Northern Territory, and then a 14-0 win over WA, and 10-4 over Victoria. Need to work for this one, as a little sloppy on the opening set from the Australian Defence Force, and they're swarmed by New South Wales country. Don't want to hand possession this part of the field this early, as Morley says, let's get it up the other end, and sends it back to Boyd, who proved a try scorer yesterday. One to watch is the fullback, Shannon Rose.
Move together! 10 with me! Hold! Go!
Can they spark early here? New South Wales country is Filippo. Has him out over the 40. Gentle, such a star this tournament. Has tries, good offload. Filippo eventually brought down, 8 out from the line. Looking ominous early are New South Wales country. They're cued out to the left. Carter sends it in that direction. Strong could almost reach out. Last tackle, centimetres from the try line. I thought they might go from dummy half. Have they got there anyway? New South Wales country will open proceedings with a try. They were invited in, and they have the points. And Caitlin Andrews is the one that helps himself for a moment. I thought Filippo would go from dummy half. Andrews rode the tackle and has their first try. So first time they've had the footy in hand. They register points. Jessica Gentle made that break, got the arm free. Every time she touches the ball, something seems to happen. Doubles in both games yesterday. Can she convert? This time she does, so 6 points to 0. Impressive start by New South Wales country. Reminder of what's to come here on our program at Bob Singh Oval on the Harvey Norman NRL Women's Championships. You'll see every game live today. 9 in total back-to-back here on NRL.com. We move to the under-19s portion of the competition at 12 p.m. today. The Queensland Sapphires and New South Wales City facing off for top spot in Pool A. Then WA take on Victoria at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, another blockbuster. The defending champions, the Queensland Rubies, they'll take on New South Wales country to decide Pool B. Only the winners of each pool making the final. And we're deciding the places in our open women's portion of the tournament here. victory from New South Wales country in this game will have them in the final against Western Australia. Is that a loose carry though? It is. It's knocked down by the Australian Defence Force, so they will retain possession and pack a scrum 40 metres out. Carter will play it. Now Glanville. Van Wyck looks to get the ball free. Play the ball has the ADF backpedaling. Glanville shows it to the line. Shoulders. Filippo to dummy half. Glanville. Strong run again from Andrews. Our try scorer in this one. If you're just tuning in, it's 6-0. Country lead. They're on the charge again through Carlisle. Looks to offload. Eventually pulled down. 10 out from the line. There's a cue out to the right. Filippo sends it there. Glanville will put it through the hands. Carter holds it up. Rose chimes in as well. Pass just sets them back for a moment. Last tackle now. Carter will put a crossfield kick in. Too much on that, perhaps. No, it's a perfect kick. It just wouldn't sit, though, for Shannon Rose. The chance goes begging for country. Stam charges back for the Australian Defence Force. It's a good carry. Has them on the 40. Now, a little sloppy around the ruck from New South Wales country. Some good meters again. Bachea, who has them over halfway. Go to a short side with Allsop. Throws the dummy. Still going the halfback. Making good meters this set. Morley takes it to the line, throws the dummy, pokes the head through and gets a good offload as well. Burden wrapping around. Still kept alive. Is that forward? It is. There you see it clearly forward as Burden tried to promote the footy to Lauren Dam. Impressive set though by the ADF. So just under 13 minutes remaining in this one. We play 1 20-minute period in our open women's as Rose plays it on halfway. Andrews into dummy half. They're ringing the changes, New South Wales country. Here's Carter. Shows it to the line. Gentle. Room to move. Dangerous signs for the ADF. Covered it well though to this point. Strong. Play it 20 out. They're cued out to the left. Crying out for it. Glanville says, let's get it on the toe, and it's taken. There's a foot race on here. Support coming. Rose is going to get back in cover. 4 of them met the runaway. Kayla Barlow. Still to retreat, though. Wilson forced back to the 40. Also, Burden looking to offload. Back to Sinclair. Eventually pulled down. Have fractured the country line a number of times, the ADF. First look they've had this close to the line here on the 4th. Charge from Wilhelmus. Last tackle now. Do they send it high in the air and test out the back five? Allsop looks to do that. It was touched. It might fall into the path of the ADF. Instead, it goes to Georgia Holden, and she's away. There's a foot race on. Lauren Dam coming across in cover. No support coming for Holden, and Dam makes a good one-on-one tackle and takes the footy as well. Well, were there two in that tackle? I'll say there was, and probably the right decision. Well, Holden had no support. She was looking around, and the cavalry just wasn't coming. Good tackle from Dam, but just tried to do too much in stripping it with two in the tackle. Good one-on-one, tried to work it to the sideline, and well, the second player arrived after the ball was out. Line ball, maybe a little unlucky there, the ADF. And Wick will play it. Has handed a full set to Country, 10 out from the line. Andrews already won today. Can they find a second? They can't hold them out this time. Tamika Bull crashes over under the sticks, and Country have their second try. You see, they're trying to get the defensive line set. 4 metres out from the line. Ball is going to be hard to stop that close and goes under the sticks. So you imagine Gentle will convert. There'll be 2 converted tries. Lead for New South Wales Country. Gentle makes no mistake, so 12 points to nil is the lead, and Country on track to book their place in the final. The equation in the Open Women's, Western Australia finished on 9 points after their 5 games, courtesy of 4 wins and a draw. New South Wales Country will go to 8 points with a win in this one, and then if they can win their final pool game against the First Nations Gems, they'll go to 10, so they will finish top. Western Australia in second. They will be our opponents in the final. Of course, Western Australia looking to defend their Open Women's crown. The First Nations Gems will be ruining that draw yesterday with Western Australia. They needed an ADF upset in this one to keep their dream alive. Still plenty to play for them as they to upset New South Wales Country. At this point, looks like being a WA New South Wales Country final. Rose becomes a ball player, gets a good offload here, the number 1. Still fighting, eventually brought down. 5 metres inside, ADF half. Good charge from right on the angle. Last tackle now. Glanville has it on the left. She'll thought about kicking, now switches to the right. Now it's a bounce dangerously, the ADF, a juggle, but Sinclair contends with it well enough. 6 3/4 minutes remain. We're at day 3 of the Harvey Norman NRL Women's Championships. Thanks for your company wherever you're watching on NRL.com. See every game live today and our finals tomorrow live on NRL.com and also KO Sports. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Be with you all day and of course tomorrow for our finals.
Country, here we are! Go!
Burden charging again. It's heavy contact though.
15, move, last one. Hold.
Last tackle now.
Hold, go.
Morley will do the kicking.
Kick it forward.
Each other's road for a moment were the New South Wales country players, but it worked its way out from both Smith and Rose, and they'll get a penalty to help them even further.
High tackle.
High tackle.
Kicking. Kicking, there's the mark.
Carter
Touch out.
just finds her touch.
Have the touch to taking it out. Touch. 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 Listen. Get with me, ladies, ladies, so we have the touch to head it out. So we play the ball, 20 in. Play with me, girls, right side. Right side, with me. We have the touch, play the ball, 20 in. Oh! Oh!
So country restart us once again. To make a ball met strongly.
15 off the leg. Oh! Go, one.
Scoot out a dummy half from Dimmock.
Oh! 15 release. Get square hole. Oh, go.
Fighting
two.
to play the ball.
12
Glanville
right.
goes down the left channel, throws a dummy, pokes her head through and keeps pumping the legs. 10 out from the line.
Release. On the
And they find a third try. We haven't seen Gentle involved so much today. Such an X factor in their other games in the tournament. Maybe keeping her cool for that First Nations Gems games to follow. Carter shows it to the line. Wanting more points. Sweeping out to the right. They go to the left though. No dummy. Where they have numbers. Carter puts it on the toe and well done. Tom Vachea. And the ADF get away with that one.
16 up and square. Hold. Go, two.
So First Nations Gems up next against New South Wales country. It will be
Here we are, 19, 16. Go, three.
more or less a dead rubber for them. Every game important, of course, in the tournament in terms of development and experience.
Hold.
They will be unable to jump
Go, four.
New South Wales country or Western Australia in our top two places. So still looking for a victory and a bit of an upset if they can overcome New South Wales country. But they did make the final last time against WA.
Go.
Unable to go back there, it seems, this year. Oh, Holden took the intercept and then ball slipped out.
Knock on, girls. No, scrum.
This game 4 of 9 today. We'll change to the under-19s at 12 o'clock today. And what a game that will be. Queensland Sapphires and New South Wales City for top spot in Pool A.
Lock head in. Lock
Pool
head
B,
in.
the
Now.
Rubies, our defending champs in New South Wales country. So
Right.
don't go anywhere. You'll see it all here live on NRL.com.
Hold. 17 release. Hold. Go, one.
So final minutes of this one. If you're just joining us, New South Wales country 12 lead the ADF nil.
19, hold. Go, two. 16 up and
Over halfway.
19
Wilson
with
will
me.
play it.
Go, three.
Morley puts it through the hands. It's not the intended target and it's a knock on.
Knock on.
So a bit of fatigue perhaps starting to bite the ADF. They had a good win in the game preceding this one against the Northern Territory. Their first win of the tournament. They found their first points of the tournament as well. 3 tries and one of the best tries you'll see all tournament. That second one
Holding here. Girls, stand up for us. Stand up for us. Scrum
to
goes
Amanda
here.
Thomas.
All good. All good. Scrum just here. Heads in.
Is there an exclamation mark on this victory though, coming for New South Wales country? Glanville. Rose pokes through the line again. So dangerous, the fullback, when she joins it. Bull. Solid contact. Inside the final minute. Wright will play it. 20 out from the line. Lined out to the right. Glanville finds Carter, shows it to the line, tries to poke her head through. Gentle. First look at her today. Are they going to finish with another try? New South Wales country go in again. Crystal Smith touches down. And they extend the lead to 16 points to nil. And we'll finish this on a high. There's a backline move, the halves combining, and Gentle just held it up nicely for Smith. Crashes over in the corner, and another try to New South Wales country.
Say that again, sorry. It's just that I've got a fence thing back. Yeah. Players. Yeah. Mainly 19, I would say, for country. Yep. Yellow. Drag it back to holder.
So difficult conversion here for Gentle. Can she keep it at 18 points to nil? Good contact, but never coming around. So remains 16-0, and New South Wales country too good for the ADF. They end their campaign with just the one win. And that win for New South Wales country takes them to 8 points, which will put them into the final and still a chance at top spot. Let's look at the tries in this game between New South Wales country and the ADF women. And it was Andrews who started things, crashing over. Bull found their second, so hard to stop that close to the line, and then just on full time. Nice backline play. Carter, Gentle, and then finished by Smith. That made it 16 points to nil. New South Wales country prevailing here. They'll be in action next again against the First Nations Gems. A break from us. The final game of the Open Women to follow here on NRL.com.